Okay, so today I had a meeting with a SaaS company who's currently at seed level. They're at a place where they've raised around $2 million already, and they've got around 30 employees, right? And this video is for people who are pitching SaaS companies or doing outreach towards SaaS companies to help them generate more sales, more leads. So I'm talking more to the lead gen, B2B lead gen people here, right? Now, what I found out was we're offering them a lot of B2B lead gen is that we come in offering them outbound, right? We're going to help you generate more leads, which will help you generate more sales or get you more appointments, etc. Now, what I found out today is that the outbound is something they want, but one, it's a small function of the total thing that they want, number one. And two, is that giving them more outbound is going to lead to other things that they're going to need. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. So, for example, if they want to grow, so they have sales, right? They want to get sales, they want to grow, right? Like every company, they want to generate more revenue. So they can either do outbound or inbound. And outbound is you're doing cold outreach or whatever you're doing like that, cold calling, cold outreach to generate appointments and sales, right? So for that, they can either hire a sales development representative, an SDR, or they can hire a lead gen agency, which is probably someone like you who offers a B2B appointments lead gen company, right? And it's basically someone to do the outbound for them. Now, while that's happening, at this level, they're probably already got inbound working for them. So whether that's SEO, ads, whatever inbound is, they've already got it working for them to the point where they probably have enough demos for the current team to get through, and they're growing by themselves. They just want to grow and do more outbound, right? Which any company wants to do. So once you understand that their highest priority is not to get more demos because they already have demos. So this is why you may think, oh, if you offer someone more appointments, more leads, why are they not responding? Or what else could they be wanting at the end of the day, right? So I'm going to go through what this is. So what I've put in green is the people they need for that function, right? So if they want outbound, they'll need an SDR and lead gen agency. And for inbound and outbound to conduct the demos, they need someone to actually conduct the demos and close the sale, right? Which could be one or the same or two different people, right? Now that's just a sales function. Now here's where it gets tricky, where people kind of miss out, especially with lead gen agencies only pitching outbound services. Is that now that you've got a sale through inbound and outbound, you're going to need client onboarding. Okay, so this is someone who's knows the tool itself, knows the software, that they're going to onboard the client to make sure the client understands what the tool, how the tool works, how they can use it, etc. Right? And this is a certain skill set that one needs to have, because there's a certain way to talk to certain clients, because you'll have clients from a variety level of skill levels. One who'll understand the tool straight away and won't need much help, and two, people who just have no clue about how to use it, and they'll need a different approach, right? So this problem of client onboarding comes by having more sales. So if you're approaching someone by saying, hey, I can get you more outbound, they may think, great, I need that, but then now I need someone to conduct those demos and close, which is one problem. And now I need someone who can do the onboarding when they do close, which is another problem. And these could be two different people. Someone who's specialist at sales is here, and an onboarding specialist as well. And then the next stage of that is, okay, now we've onboarded the client. How do we get them success? How do we actually make sure they remain on our tool month after month after month, year after year, to make sure they have such a great experience of our tool that they're getting the results? So then we need to hire someone who is an expert in knowing how to get the results for the customer. Now, that's not just necessarily someone who knows the tool. That has to be someone who knows the industry to an in-depth level. For example, if it's a marketing tool or something like that, you have to understand how marketing works to use the tool in the right way. Like, the tool only speeds and accelerates things up and makes things easier, saves you time, etc., like saves you resources. But how to actually be successful on a tool requires a higher level of expertise in the industry itself. And obviously, if you're going after different industries as your target market, you're going to have to know people, like you're going to have people who understands all of that itself, right? So again, offering them more outbound, more leads will lead to someone to conduct the demos, an onboarding expert to get through the client. And this takes time, and an expert to know how to get results. And then on top of that, you want an expert who can optimize the product. So that is that they understand the issues with the current version of the product based on what the clients want, what the clients need. They have an understanding of what the product needs to become. What things should we add? What things should we take away? What's the value add, etc. And this is based on talking to one, knowing the in-depth knowledge of the industry, two, an in-depth knowledge of the tool, three, in-depth knowledge of your customers' experiences and what they want and what they're looking for. So all of these issues, we call them issues. I like to call them, they're good problems to have, right? They're not bad problems because they're problems of a company that wants to grow. If you want to hire more client onboarding, it means you're getting more clients, etc. Right? All of this implies you're growing, right? So they're good, but they are still things to solve for that company. So why I'm saying this is that you just offering them outbound, which one isn't a priority because they already have inbound, they already have demos coming in every month or every week, sorry. You offering outbound only generates them more leads. That's it. It doesn't solve this problem of someone to actually hire someone to conduct the demos and close the sale. It doesn't solve getting an onboarding expert. It doesn't solve a customer success employee, and it doesn't solve product optimization. So what is their goal at the end of the day, right? When we think of a growth company, of a SaaS company that wants to grow. For us lead gen agencies, we kind of forget that growing just does not mean more sales. That's just one function of the growth, right? All four of these is part of the function of growth. And this isn't the entire function anyway. Like there's a lot more other things that goes involved, but I'm just talking more on a sales kind of basis, a client onboarding experience basis. So what do they want? And if it's not just outbound. So ultimately, and this is important, if they're at a seed level and they've raised around a couple $1 million, they want to get to the next level of their investment, which is the Series A funding, right? That would be their first goal, and then Series B, etc. Right? So this would be like their first real significant level of funding. Now, for that to happen, and this is the important bit, and this is why it all connects together, for that to happen, all of these things have to be optimized, validated. All of these have to be in place, because by the time they get Series A funding, which is a big cash injection, they'll want to scale these operations up. So this is the problems that they're having right now. And like I said, they're good problems that they want to solve, that outbound causes. So when you approach someone and say, hey, I'll get you more leads, they're not just thinking, it's not about just trusting you that they get more leads. Maybe they don't want more leads because they realize, oh, damn, now we have to find this person, that person, this person. And they're not in that stage yet for whatever reason. So now here comes to my point about how you can really position yourself as, and I'm talking now more to potentially, maybe you're a solopreneur or you've had experience with outbound. And a lot of us with outbound and solopreneurs, we have experience with sales, generating demos, closing demos. We have experience with client onboarding ourselves, customer success, and potentially optimizing our product or figuring out ways to optimize our whole process. Now, you as an entrepreneur could potentially, or solopreneur could potentially position yourself, instead of an outbound SDR type person who can generate leads, you can position yourself as someone that can do all four, because this is what they want. Now you are that kind of diamond in the rough, that you're solving all four of their problems for them with a view for their ultimate goal, because they're thinking about this as their ultimate goal. They're not thinking of an ultimate goal as of I need 10 more clients or I need 100 more clients. That's one small goal related to all of this. This is the big goal that they're looking at. And then further on, their goal 2, etc. But this is the first milestone. So this is just important to think about, that just offering outbound leads to other issues that we're not aware of that they may have. And if you're able to help them solve these issues as well, you'll be in a much better situation to sign them as a client or get hired by them as well. And that comes through, the experience you have, which a lot of you already have, of actually doing all these functions already. So just want something for you to think about positioning yourself in a way that to in a way that's something that they want and to solve a bigger problem that they have, which is a bigger function of just getting them more outbound. Hope that's helpful.